Hello and welcome to another update video about DOT. On the DOT chart, we've seen a 5-wave move up, possibly here from the, I think it was the 5th of July low, the Friday low, yep. So I'm going to zoom in a minute, which could be the earliest signal that we can get really that we've bottomed in this entire wave 2 correction. I am naturally skeptical until we get further signals, like for example, a break above the wedge pattern. Before we talk about the microstructure, let's take a moment and take a look at this bigger picture here. Because after the 5-wave move up that peaked in March, obviously we've been watching for this corrective pullback. You know the support region, it's between 650 and 460. Any break below 460, for anybody who's new on the channel, will likely lead to not invalidation, but we are going to be in no man's land. Okay, the invalidation point is down here at 355. Formally, if we cross that level, we have an invalidated bullish scenario, which means it's not valid anymore. And therefore, it would be ideal to stay above the 460 level, because below that level, again, it's not invalidated, but it will decrease in likelihood this bullish scenario. But at the moment, we're following those trend lines that you can see there on the chart. The two descending trend lines, the lower one is not so relevant. For me, the upper one is more relevant. It has more touch points. It's actually a decent trend line now, and it is a part of a possible descending wedge pattern. Now we can take a moment to compare this with the linear chart. On the linear chart, we have a similar structure. Here, naturally, trend lines need to be drawn a bit different. Not that reliable, not that relevant in my opinion. You see, we have here them crossing, not crossing. Where do I put the trend line? It's actually broken, or it doesn't look that great. So on the logarithmic chart, that trend line is more reliable as it seems. We have a 1, 2, 3 touch points, and the other ones came close enough for me to at least consider this a reliable, or let's say relevant trend line. I mean, what does reliable mean? Relevant at least means for me that if we get a break above the trend line, it could mean something. It could mean something. So let's go to the 1-hour chart. What have we been watching for? So I highlighted, yep, a low might be in, but I want to see 5 waves up first. Okay, we've now seen those 5 waves, which means I've added a micro support area to the chart. It's now defined between 525 and 587. That doesn't mean we have to hold it. Yeah? It's a tiny 5-wave move up that we've seen into today's high, basically, where the price touched the trend line actually and got rejected from the previous swing high. So that reached 650 roughly, but we have at least a 5-wave move up, so that allows me at least to put a support area onto the chart. Now, this support area is, as I said, defined between 525 and 587, and it's not super reliable because the initial rally, it's not an impulse. I call that a diagonal pattern. That means we can't trust it, and to start to trust it, I need to see an impulsive reaction to the wave 2 support region, and then a breakout above the wedge. Then we can map out a 3rd wave, the 4th wave, and the 5th wave. And if I then get these 5 waves completed, we can call that a larger 5-wave move, and that is when I would confirm we've actually bottomed. I would already track it as really bottomed once we get a 3rd wave, you know, done after the breakout. I want to see some kind of a breakout. At the moment, we're still printing lower lows and lower highs, okay? And this 5-wave move would probably be the best confirmation we can get, but I'm mapping them here with a question mark because this rally was only a diagonal, and Bitcoin is currently coming down, which was, let's say, foreseeable, you could say. Micro price action intraday suggested that a little bit. We saw a trend line break as well, which I published on Discord, but it will be in the next video as well. So yeah, if you want to stay up to date about DOT's movements, check out the membership. You'll find a link in the description. But overall, hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.